Hey guys, this video is going to be a very special video. If my voice sounds weird at all right now, I just want to let you guys know as soon as this video starts. This is my first video with a voiceover, meaning I recorded this and then talked over the video, when normally I'm talking as I'm recording the video. And that's because when I got the Pico Motion Trackers set up and I got ready to record for this video, and I started recording this footage showing right here in VR chat, I realized that the Pico 4 was not capable of using the motion trackers and recording with mic audio. If you try to record with mic audio, some of the games will work and some of them will use too much power and it'll just cut the mic audio straight out. So that was VR chat right there. This is all-in-one soccer. And this is one I was probably the most excited about when I first got these motion trackers. I was super excited to test this out for multiple reasons, but the biggest being soccer is a sport I actually used to play, and I used to play almost my whole life, all the way up until high school. And so I was very excited to not only try this in virtual reality, but with Pico Motion Trackers, where I can use my actual legs. And I must say, I really did enjoy it. I feel like it brings everything you love with soccer, but just takes away the running, which I feel like is one of the biggest problems most people have with soccer. So anyways, let's stop talking about this game in general, and let's just start talking about the motion trackers again. So that's one thing I will say, is while I did not see any stuttering or anything in game when using these motion trackers, as you guys can see in the footage, it's all clear and crisp, no performance issues. That is one thing, this is kind of pushing the Pico 4 to its limit. Now, the Pico 4 Ultra, I don't have yet, and if I'm being honest, I would hope and I assume that does not have the same issue. But on the Pico 4, it's just too much for the thing to process, Too much going on. This game right here is also an all-in-one sports. This is their take on hockey, using your feet instead of your hands, kind of like, air hockey, like table hockey. And this was one I was not really expecting to enjoy, but ended up being one of my favorites. It's just really unique, and honestly, I had my sister try this one out, and this was her favorite too. She said they should make this a real sport, and I agree. But, yeah, so the motion trackers, like I said, that's really the only downside to them, is if you plan on recording, that's one thing that you're going to have to deal with. Now, the setup on these things is great, and they work great in VR chat. I tried to do a pretty good job of showing you guys just how good they are. You can jump and it tracks it. They work, and they work great. And these sport games, though, is where I feel like it really shines the most. VR chat and these sport games, I feel like, is where you're going to get the most out of these motion trackers. And currently, there is only really rhythm games, sport games, and of course, and of course, VR chat, which is like a social experience. At least that are included on the Pico that you can use with motion tracking support. And while I have not tested any rhythm games, except for Box to the Beat, which is a rhythm game, but it is a boxing game. I more mean dancing type games like Tempo Club or Dance Dash. I haven't tried those, but from what I hear, those are not exactly the best experience with these motion trackers, because while they are pretty precise, as you can see from this footage, and they work great for hitting these bigger areas, they're not pinpoint precise. And some of those things in Dance Dash, that's what I heard a lot about, is that while it worked, it just didn't always register, it wasn't as precise as it needed to be. And then Tempo Club, people said it registered too often, to the point where it was too easy. So I kind of have avoided those in this video, because again, a lot of controversies, and it's just not really something I'm into. I'm not much of a dancer, not interested in dancing in VR, so I stuck to things I was interested in and things I think you guys would be interested in. Anyways, this is Kung Fu. If you guys didn't already see when this first started off, this is very similar to the Box to the Beat style of what they've done with implementing the motion trackers. And so it's kind of like a rhythm game, and it uses you'll be doing some actual martial art poses, some kind of meditation poses, And it's honestly unique, and I like this a lot. I expected to like this, and I like how it's kind of cinematic. You know, it has these things going on, which you'll see. The guy's like jumping around doing flips. It's really cool. And this is probably, like, I would say what I liked third most. You know, this I liked Box to the Beat the most, but this was a close second. You know, or close third. So these last two games I'm gonna show. This next one right here is called Venture's Gauntlet. I've showed it multiple times on this channel. And Venture's Gauntlet, I love it so much, you know? It's a great game, but I have to say they did my least favorite job of the motion tracker support. It's just, in my opinion, it's cool to physically run, but it definitely still needs some work, you know? The game that's going to show right after this clip, though, is Box to the Beat VR, which, in my opinion, has done the best implementation of the Pico Motion Trackers that I have tried so far. I think they nailed it. You have to fully extend your leg and kick. And this is a workout game. I mean, most of these games have been workout games, but this is a workout game, and so you want those extra calories, and this, you know, it feels like you're actually, like, kickboxing. And they just really nailed it. So without further ado, this is Box to the Beat VR. I hope you guys like it.